No, it is, and you look at during that time we've lost at least 3 times on a Friday, and responded to go ahead and win a series, and we. You just have to be able to continue to compete. It's so cliche, but just the toughness. You just have to continue to go and go and go. You can't worry about what happened. We couldn't worry about what happened Friday. We couldn't worry about what happened in the first 5 or 6 innings yesterday. You just got to keep going. And you come out today, and you could kind of feel this. You could feel the energy was back. You could feel that the confidence was back. We kind of had the monkey off our back. I didn't realize going into this weekend that I guess we had lost 5 in a row to Minnesota. And I didn't know. So to be able to come out today and you could tell it was like these guys were ready to play, and we were good. We worked and just kept adding runs and put a lot of pressure on them, and it was good.
What did it show on just about your team after the first 16, 17 innings up throughout the whole series? Minnesota really outplayed you guys to come back and still win the series.
Well, first it shows that we have work to do on the mental side of things. Right? It shows that I have to do a better job. I have to communicate more effectively and efficiently. I have to make sure that those things don't happen from a competitive standpoint and from a focus standpoint. But from that point forward, you look at the ability to respond from that and recover from that. We've continued to do those things, whether it be injuries or whether it be losses early or what have you. We've continued to show that we have that ability, and we have to become that. That has to be our identity forevermore. As long as I'm associated with this program, as long as they'll have me, that has to be our identity for this year moving forward and never more. We can't ever go back. So we just responded in a terrific way, in the way that we looked inward. We looked inward for the solution and not outward for a solution, and that was what we're very proud of.
It has to be that way. As had a tough series coming out of Michigan. I think the title possibly in the balance.
Sure. Yeah, we talked about from the very beginning. Find a way to win each series, you have a chance to win. And you just keep going. But what we have to do the next several weekends is what we did recovering this weekend, where we just have to keep it inward. And I'll keep saying that that's just the only way to do it. You just have to continue. You look at like today, right? So we want to stop striking. The strikeout to me, I'm indifferent because the pitch count is more important and doing damage in that. But you look today, you put in the game plan. We have to be able to break this down, which we talked about it almost primarily off-speed pitches for the last couple weeks. And if you force someone off of that game plan, the next week they'll go to his fastball. It goes in cycles. So you look at today, we take 6 walks, 3 in the first, and you hit by pitch in the first. We take the changeup, we make them work, and they go back to fastballs away. And you just force them to work, and everyone works in patterns and rhythms. And if you get a guy, if Plan B was as good as Plan A, it would be Plan A. So get off Plan A and continue to work. And we did that. We made an adjustment in game, and we got better, and it proved the winning piece of the game.
We're going to ask Scotty this too, but what did the first base umpire say about the play when you were in second and didn't award second?
He called it obstruction. So my point was, if you call obstruction, so then you should go to second base. And he said, well, I guess he didn't run fast enough towards second base. So if he would have run towards second base, I'm just telling you what I was told. For between him and Scotty, if he would have run faster to second base, then he would have been trying to move to the advancing base. And then that would have allowed him, if he was out, to have then gotten the base. But because he was only protected to go back to the base, I don't know. I felt like I was talking a different language, and we were talking about 2 different sports. I don't know. I just tried to keep everybody composed, because at the end of it, I couldn't change it. The call's made. There's no conference. You can't huddle them up. That's not like the foot's off the base. It's his call, and they can't. So all I got to do at that point is just make sure our guys, and we didn't, right? We didn't. So we got on third base and 1 out, and we strike out, ground out, and we have to score that run. So again, those are all things that are outside of your influence, that you can't control, that you have to just work your way through. And we didn't in that moment, and we responded later on. But the guy from third base has to score with that. So I don't know what happened with that. But
Do you realize it's going to be really hard to transcribe that?
Sorry. Well,
not your
I mean,
fault.
it was like,
If it was gobbledygook to start with, it's going to be gobbledygook.
it was hard for me to comprehend in the moment. So imagine trying to explain something that you can't comprehend. But I don't know. Maybe he's right. Maybe I'm wrong. But we won. So.
What does it say about where you guys are as a team that you scored 7 runs today without a home run?
Yeah. We really don't try. We really don't try. I would say this. What it says for us is, so I talked about before the game, we said, hey, the wind's blowing in. The wind's blowing in, okay? And this changeup guy, which is you're not going to get a bunch of pitches elevated that you can really thump. But our ability, we still have to play baseball. We can't cancel the game today. So we talked about, we will play a game called Through the Line, right? So you have to prepare everyone for every different situation. So we'll play Through the Line, which is a head-high line drive to score points through your defense. So we'll play that. And so I said, hey, listen, today we just got to play through the line, take your walks, get him up, and we got to play fundamental baseball. So you look at it, Scotty Bradley doubles, cold ball lines out to right, and we've got a third base ground ball square. We had a couple situations where we played more fundamental baseball. We have to be multifaceted. We have to be multidimensional. There's going to be days. Listen, if we hit 250 home runs someday, like I'd be ecstatic. If we hit 100, if we hit 5, we have to be able to be multidimensional, multifaceted. We have to be prepared to score in a variety of ways. You'll see a sac bunt every now and then. You'll see a safety bunt. You'll see us hit and run every now and then. You'll see us. We'll still steal bases. We're running today. So whatever the situation calls for, we have to be able to do that. Whatever the guy is providing you today was not a good matchup for us to hammer balls, but I also wouldn't have minded if not Lloyd's will always take it forward and get a 2-run farm. But I think it says that we're multifaceted, multidimensional, and again, home runs are a product of spinning it right and having big, strong guys. We have big, strong guys, and if the wind was blowing the other direction, we'd probably hit 1 or 2 today, and then we'd be celebrating even more. So.
A little bit of a change in the routine. You guys don't have a midweek game this week, so how does that kind of change the way that you operate heading towards next weekend?
It doesn't change next weekend, except hopefully it just keeps us fresh. It changed the way we operated this weekend. So with Matt being a little bit tight, it allowed me to have Tommy be our closer in essence this weekend. And Tommy was great, did a great job in that role, a little bit different role for him. It affected this weekend, but next weekend it really won't. Outside of kind of what we do with Tommy, we'll probably still be able to use Tommy in a limited role and then be able to have him or Bierman ready for next midweek. So we'll still use Bierman and Summer this weekend because the most important game for us to win is the one we're currently playing. We got to win those before we can worry about the next midweek. Hopefully it just keeps guys fresh.